Okay guys, this is a pretty cool day because it is session 21, and session 21 is, it's basically 3/4 of the way through the program. I've got a couple of little sessions a little bit further down the line that are going to be a little bit more like this, more like these low point control or these low point mastery drills that I've given you guys. But this session that we're going to do today is your session. It is the session. It is the everything practice session that I want you guys to continue to practice as we work on this other stuff. So anytime you find yourself with, I think what you're probably finding is these drills take about anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. So anytime you find yourself with 5 to 10 minutes, this is your little kind of like quick go-to drill. And I'm just talking about the drill we've been doing for the last few sessions. The pitching wedge, extend shots and explode shots, 8-iron extend and explode, 6-iron hybrid extend and explode. That little drill, it's great for any time you have like, you're just getting to the course and you don't have a lot of time, you can't do a whole 30-minute or 45-minute warm-up routine, but that is a great drill to just get you feeling and grooving the positions and ready to go play golf. Now, I'm not going to say it's as good as a full calibrate drill, which we'll talk about later in this course, but it is a great way to just get warmed up and remind yourself what your intention is for the day. So I'm not going to go into great detail about anything special today or anything new, but I do need to talk to you guys about the difference between your intention with your swing when you're going through this drill when we add driver. So I've talked a little bit about what happens when we move the ball position for the hybrid, and just talking about where the low point is and what needs to happen with the alignments or the angles when we get into the hybrid, and a little bit too about the driver, talking about the spine angle and how we need to set up and maintain these angles. But we haven't talked a lot about what your intention should be in the explode swing or in the swing with the driver. So that's the thing I want to give you guys a pretty clear understanding on today, so that when you do this drill, you can have the driver included so that you have a club that you can go out there and hit. Now, I will say that it was never my intention to make you guys great at hitting drivers in this 30-day boot camp. My full intention, I had two kind of goals for this program. Number one, to get you all mastering low point. That's an absolute, everybody, if you do this program, you should be mastering low point. At this point, none of you guys should be hitting it fat if you've done all the sessions so far. So that's number one. The second thing is going low. And I added that in there because it is so valuable, and it's something that you can practice anytime, anywhere. And I've got a lot of different exercises that we're going to go into over the next few days, over the next few sessions. So I'm not going to get into that part of it right now, but the first part about mastering low point, that didn't have anything to do with the driver. And the going low portion could have something to do with driver, but it doesn't necessarily have to. Because driver, as awesome as it is, and when it's going well, it is a huge asset for us, it's not necessary for us to go low. And oftentimes the driver will cause more problems than it will help. So if you look at the driver and you look at your hybrid and you ask yourself, which club is more likely to put me in position to get me in play, I think most of you would honestly say that it's probably a hybrid or maybe a fairway wood. And then you have to ask yourself, on this hole, is it worth it for me to risk trying a driver? Anyway, I'm going too far. I'm going too far down this road of going low. We're going to get into that. I'm really excited to get into that in the next few sessions. But I do want to talk to you guys about how to work on your explode swing with a driver. So I'm standing here holding a pitching wedge. I'm not going to go through the whole drill. You know the drill. And this is our drill forever, and you'll have it in your on the drill page in writing, but I'm going to give it to you one more time right here. It's practice swing twice for each position, and we're just doing now, because we've already figured this part out, the little ones. We've already done enough of that. We're just doing the extend swing and the explode swing. So 2 practice swings for extend, and then we hit a shot. And then 2 practice swings for explode, and then we hit a shot. and then we move on to the next club. This drill is not standing there hitting the same club over and over and over again. This drill is going up the ladder through the set with the extend and the explode swings, and then changing clubs. And you can just cycle around and around and around. You can do this as many times as you want, as long as you don't think you're hurting yourself. All right, so let's get into driver. All right, so with driver, we already know that because our intention is to have these powerful impact alignments that we see with all the great long and straight drivers like Dustin Johnson and guys like that who have this really strong, powerful impact alignment through impact. That's our goal, and so if we're going to try to get as close to that goal and address as possible, we're going to see this kind of spine tilt away from the target. We also want to make sure that as we do the spine tilt, we square our shoulders so that we're not swinging out to in. If you need to review that, you can go back to the video where I talk about driver. But how to turn that into an explode swing, how to turn that setup and those impact alignment feels into an explode swing is really what we're focused on. So first, we're just going to get set up and we're going to get the sensation of the spine tilt back and the handle in a position that's really powerful. So I want you to feel strong here. Your legs should feel strong, your upper body should feel strong, and then we're just going to do a couple little extend follow-throughs. So I'm not that concerned with what's happening on the backswing, but just on the follow-through, we're just going to extend and really feel yourself go from this squatted or bent knees position to standing up. And that move right there is your power move. And it's the reason it's your power move is because it's what keeps you in sequence through impact. So most players are freezing here, the club's rolling by, and look, even the best players in the world have some of this issue. But if we want to get better, this move, from going from this powerful kind of squatted position to extended, is a really powerful move, and it keeps us in sequence. So by keeping us in sequence, I mean it keeps the club from doing all of this as much, and the less of that we have, obviously the more consistent we're going to be. If the club is moving through this way versus that way, it's obviously going to be more consistent. So for this drill, for driver, this is how we add the driver into our kind of go-to 10-minute warm-up drill. All we're going to do is just get set up, feel the alignments, feel really powerful, and then just a tiny little backswing and extend, and we can just do 3 or 4 of those, and really you'll feel your body stretching. You'll feel your lats and your stomach and your core working as you go from squatted to extended. So just tiny little backswing, but mostly just that move from here to there is what we're focused on. After you've done 3 or 4 of those and you really feel the sequence, you feel the body rotating, you feel the club moving in harmony, the club's finishing out here still with all your powerful impact alignments, then we can go ahead and make 2 practice explode swings, trying to feel the same thing, and then we can hit a shot. So that's just like this. So 3 little ones, just feeling the extend, maybe 4, and then explode. Want to get the feeling for explode. And I don't know if you can see this or if you're noticing this, but I'm always choking down on my driver. I'm always getting closer and closer to the club head, where I feel like I've got power and leverage and control. The more my hands get back on the shaft, the more the club head wants to flip out of control on me. So choking up or choking down, however you want to say it, great way to maintain leverage and control of the club head. So now the explode swings are going to look something like this. So turn back and explode through, and really the explode is the extension and the rotation through impact. So one more. Okay, so once I've done the 2 explode practice swings, where I really feel like I'm extending and I'm exploding up through the ball, I can then go ahead and just hit one. And I want to do that as quickly as possible. I want to go from explode, to just right into the ball, ready to hit it. And it's okay, and don't be surprised if your contact point on the face isn't perfect right off the bat, because you're making a way different move through the ball now than you were 20 days ago, or 21 sessions ago, probably longer. So that's okay, but the more you do it, the closer you're going to get to the center. So just disregard it if it's a mishit. Just chalk that up to that's a good thing actually. If it's a mishit, it means you've made a big change to your swing and you're doing something totally new and totally different. So now you just need to give it time to adapt to that new swing. All right, I know this is a long video and there's a lot of talking in it, but this is a really exciting one for me because we are there. This is the end of your drills. This is the end of your mastering low point. This is the end of that portion of this course, and I'm just really looking forward to getting into the next few sessions where we're talking about going low. You guys this is still something you should continue to practice every day doing this drill, and you're just going to get better and better as you do it. But it's going to be really fun to talk about some of the other stuff too. Alright guys, looking forward to seeing some of your swings with this new explode feeling with the driver. Again, don't get too upset if they're not perfect contact right off the bat. That's actually a good thing. And yeah, this is it. This is your final drill of the Mastering Low Point section of this 30-day at-home boot camp. As always, thanks for watching and happy golfing.